Because it's like a scary part of the game. Like, it's threatening, and then he comes in and he's like, "It's Matt's birthday! I got spiders, I gotta go!" Like, what the fuck? I just... That... I've decided that the remedy to this situation is beer. Hang on a second. So here's where my fridge is. It's this close. That's the Black Forest. No, that's the Festival Pills. No, Hoptoberfest. Okay, I haven't tried this one. I haven't tried the Hoptoberfest yet. So I'm going to go ahead and do a beer review for Lynn. It's just for you, Lynn, because it's just you. As far as I can tell, there's nobody else watching, and that's fine. I can live with that. But let's do a little break here, and let's talk about Saranac Hoptoberfest India Pale Ale. It's it's an India Pale Ale, so you know that it is going to be hoppy. And then the title, Hoptoberfest, is what I would consider a play on Oktoberfest and hops. So I'm guessing it's going to be hoppy. I'm going to have a little sniff. It's quite hoppy. I think my original presumptions may have been correct. I don't know. Let's find out. I want to see if you can hear the little gurgle. Yeah. Now that's a good India Pale Ale. That's if you like your ales, which I do, and you like those ales to be pale, then this one's just fine. It's let's say it's dry. It's a little dry, and I like that. Saranac has a really good way of making beers that have a dry flavor, but at the same time still like a wet mouth feel. It doesn't have that tannic thing that wine does, where you feel like you literally just dried out your mouth by drinking it. It's still quite refreshing. It coats the palate in beery goodness, but at the same time it has a dry finish like a brut champagne. The hop flavor is abundant. It's floral. It's not a trace of the malt or yeast that you find in some of the darker ales. This one is it's sharp. And again, just very earthy, very, very wholesome. Wait, shut up, right? You're drinking the same thing? Can you do that? You can change that to Pat as a beer connoisseur. I'm actually, yeah, I'm really liking that, and I bought the same thing. Did you buy it at BJ's Wholesale Club? Because that's where I got it. Yeah, because I have the Black Forest one in there. Oh, you got it at Wegmans. That's fair. We went to BJ's the other week because I come from a family of 7, so it was like, hey, everything's better in bulk. I'll just buy cereal boxes roughly the size of a microwave. Like, it's gargantuan portions of everything. The Black Forest is really nice. I had that the other day. It's got a nice malty, chocolatey flavor to it, and then the yeast that they used in whatever the malting process was lends a certain sweetness that's very, excuse me, that's very reminiscent of the cherries that you would find in Black Forest chocolate cherry cake. So as far as Black Forest beer goes, I feel like it is it fits perfectly with that cake. Indigo was quite fond of it as well. So So we were happy. I wanted my Hoptoberfest. I wanted to try this out. Wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it because you know, so often India Pale Ales are kind of just a little too. I don't know. IPAs have become so goddamn hoppy in the last couple of years that that I've kind of gotten to a point with them where I'm like, all right, fucking ease up. People are like, oh yeah, I like my beer hoppy, and I'm like, all right, cool, but you don't need to get like thrown in the face with hops. Like, somebody doesn't need to beat you to death with hops. I don't want to be strangled with a vine of hops. Just guys, calm down. And they're like, no, we want more hops. Put them in there. Throw them in the barrel. And it's just it's a bit much, is what I'm getting at. But this one is not too bad. And I agree. Saranac seems to have a knack for doing it right. They really don't have any like failures. Their pumpkin ales is actually one of my favorites because it's not too sugary and pumpkiny. I had a Sam Adams one that really put me off the other day. I posted about it on Instagram because I was like, Sam, get it together. You're supposed to be top tier, and this is trash. Like, what are you doing? Because it tasted like... If somebody had been like, hey, I want to make beer candy, pumpkin candy, and shove that all up in some beer, like, that's what was going on. It was not good. But Saranac's pumpkin ale is clovey and just ever so slightly pumpkiny, and that's a good ass beer right there.